I would like to introduce myself. I am Toya, okay? I've already cleansed the space. I've already shuffled all of my cards. You will hear me shuffling a little bit, but I won't be doing too much. This is going to be like a multi-energy read, so I'm going to pull on a few different energies so that we can get multiple messages for whoever it is that may need it, okay? I do have the video facing outside because I would like for you to listen to the message, and I would like to be able to just focus on what it is that I am doing opposed to what may be going on my phone. So please like, share, subscribe if you find anything that hits with your soul. If you do not, I will have many other messages, 111 I just saw on the timer, that will be posted as well. I do also have some shorts. I used to have a lot of videos on my channel, but as I've been evolving and as I've been really trying to find what works for me and how I can incorporate what I do into a YouTube channel, it's just been a lot of different ideas and different paths and different just so many different ways that it can be done. And because I do it in so many different ways, trying to incorporate them all has just been difficult for me. So I'm just going to, do one thing at a time, and as the channel grows is when I will start adding in other elements to how I do what I do. Okay, so let's just get into it. I'm going to pull from some oracles and then we'll clarify with the tarot. So first, energy. Spirit, just give me one card at a time, please and thank you. We have here shocking. I am going to show you the card. We have shocking. It says turmoil, trouble, and unexpected. So something can be a little bit off-putting, okay? Something can be very shocking. There can be something coming out or something taking place that has been unexpected, or it can be you or it can be someone else who didn't see this coming. Let's get one more, Spirit. Oh, we got two. Let me get the first one that came out. We have here influences, and it says attachments, third parties, and peers. Okay. And we also have cloudy judgment. Kind of looks like outside this morning it was raining so hard. But anyway, it says illusions, unbalanced, and distorted. So immediately as I'm getting these three cards here, this is giving me, there can possibly be someone's friend or someone who is very close to someone. 321 I see on the clock. That number is representative to Archangel Michael. So I want to let you know that Archangel Michael is around. He is protecting you and keeping you safe, keeping the darkness away, the principalities, right? Those that we don't see. He is standing guard when it comes to your energy, all right? But what I'm getting with this energy is someone can be recognizing that the people that they have around them are no good for them. I feel like they are influencing you in doing things that you know are not integral when it comes to you. And it could be something that is making you overlook your morals and what you find and what you deem necessary for your path in life. I feel like you could possibly have cut these people off because you found that their ways of thinking could have possibly have been manipulating the way that you think, clouding your judgment in certain situations, right? Making you kind of, when you're with or around these people, that's when the rose-tinted glasses are put back on your face, and things start to feel a little bit distorted and unbalanced and chaotic in your life. 323, I see on the clock. Right, so you can be recognizing this, or you can kind of just be like taking a step back and looking in or looking at these people that you surround yourself with, and noticing that they're attached to things that you just simply aren't interested in anymore. They're continuously doing things that just don't resonate with you anymore, right? And at the bottom of the deck, I see turmoil, unstable, and affected with the emotional card, right? So you can be feeling a little bit standoffish. You can be feeling a little bit isolated, maybe because you have isolated yourself from these negative influences. Open heart. It says receptive, empathy, and vulnerability, or vulnerable. Okay. But I feel like even though you are looking at those around you who maybe they're not around you anymore, is what I'm feeling. So you are feeling a little bit isolated and staying to yourself. I feel like this is something that you're probably doing more of, spending time alone, spending time out in nature, really reevaluating those that you keep around you. I feel like you've noticed that birds of a feather truly do flock together. So even if you are the one who is different, even if you are the one who holds these morals, right, and this self-respect and things like that, you're starting to see that, you know, your confidence, or whatever the case may be, is kind of diminished, or you kind of have to take a few steps down when you associate or interact with these people. But I feel like this could possibly have been trauma bonding. Maybe these were people that you have grown up with, or people that are from your hometown, or people that are family members, people that you know that you love, you know. And I feel like, though, when it comes to you, you kind of put your heart on your sleeve. But then when it comes to these people that are around you, you're starting to notice that they put their heart on a string. So it's like they dangle a little bit of love or show you a little bit of love, but then they pull it right back, right? So that's the energy I'm getting with that. And I find that you, right now, with this peace card, balance, harmony, and friendship, you are meeting people now who resonate with you. You're meeting people now who have the same moral compass and the same integrity and high standards that you hold. And I feel like these people from your past, they're bitter, they're upset, they're wondering why it is that you're not talking to them anymore, or why it is that, you know, the energy between you can be, you know, a little bit off or unbalanced. And I feel like they're starting to see that it's because the connections were not reciprocal. Especially with, I have here, bitterness, realization, shallow, hopeless, and ecstasy, right? I feel like these people came around to you, you know, when they want to have fun, when they want to have a good time, right? But then it's like when you're going through it, or whenever you feel like your life is falling apart, that's when they're crickets. Nobody's around. No one's there to help motivate you and support you. And this could have been what you have been for these others. So this is what I'm getting. You show up. You show support. You acknowledge the good and the good that others do and their accomplishments and things like that. And it's like when it's you, it's not reciprocal. You don't receive that same energy. And I feel like you're at a point in your life where that's not something that you want to even be a part of. You don't even want to associate yourself with people who are not going to hype you up the same way that you hype them up, right? Let's get some tarot. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. Okay, over here in Texas, it started off pouring, raining this morning, and now the sun is coming out and it's so beautiful. And it's not too hot. It's like just right. Give me some tarot spirits. Clarify this energy, please, and thank you. We have here the Four of Wands. Okay. The Four of Wands, that is Aries energy, right? So I feel like now you are starting to feel like home around those around you, right? Like I feel like the energy is reciprocal, right? And I feel like the people that you're hanging around, they have such, high vibrations and such, like positive energy that it just feels good. It just feels good. You don't have to question it. I feel like there's a lot of teamwork. There's a lot of, equal give and take. And yeah, there's just a lot of balance. Maybe you decided to stop hanging with one friend group or people or whatever, and now they're looking at you like, who does this person think that they are? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what, they think they too good for me? What, they think they all that is what I'm hearing, because it's like you're rejecting their phone calls. It's like you don't want to go hang out with them anymore. And it's like they could be calling you or reaching out to you, like telling you that they're going through something and you don't even care. 11:33, I just saw on the timer. Those numbers can be significant, and it's like you don't even care. And it's like they can be talking to you, telling you something that's so important to them, and it's like the light bulb is off in your head. It's like you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it, and they're going through it because I feel like you are the person who would typically give them that positive motivation and reinforcement, I feel like you're the person who would hype them up and make them feel energized and vital again. And now that you decided to walk away because you saw that it was just not equal, it was you pouring into people, however that may be, and them not doing the same for you. And I feel like it may have took you a long time to witness this, to see this. I feel like during some kind of isolation, some kind of, just you spending time alone, you removing yourself from certain situations, from certain environments, whatever the case may be. It's like you decided to be the one be the one on the outside looking in your situation, like really sitting and thinking like, damn, this person doesn't show up for me the way that I show up for them, or when I call this person, they're too busy and I can't even have a conversation with them to tell them what it is I'm going through, to get some just to vent, So I feel like they are feeling the rejection of you, and they're wondering like, where are you, who you hanging out with, or whatever the case. But I feel like this is just, these people are still stuck to lower vibrational energies that you just in this time you can't be around. You can't support it because, like I said, birds of a feather flock together, and eventually their negative energy, their wrongdoings, their ways are like a reflection of you. Because if you put yourself around these kind of people, it doesn't matter, even if you're not like these people, someone being on the outside is going to see you with these people or around this type of energy and think that you are just the same, but let's see, let's get some more spirit. We have here the Hanged Man. Okay, we have here the Hanged Man. Yeah, so this is definitely giving me you just looking at things from a different perspective, okay? And you making your own choice to walk away from these situations, these people, places, and things, right? And I feel like you have been willing to make this sacrifice because it's for a higher cause. You know that your purpose is so much more than where you are in those situations, in those connections, in those places. And you know, you spiritually, you've grown. So it's like, now that you know, 1444, I just saw on the timer. Now that you know, and you see things from a different perspective, you know how you have to move, and you know that you have to separate yourself from these other outside influences, because 333 on the timer, because ultimately that's what it is. That's what it becomes. It's like, when you know better, you are obligated to do better. And if you don't, then you kind of stagnate yourself, you know what I'm saying? And then we have here at the bottom of the deck, we have here the Ace of Swords. So some kind of truth, some kind of clarity. You know, this is definitely a decision that you made to walk away or remove yourself or see things from a different perspective. Whatever the case may be, when it comes to these friends, family members, whomever, jobs, bosses, co-workers, you know, it's like, you've made the right decision. Okay, you have had some kind of breakthrough. You recognize, yeah, and I said real, recognize real, and I'm seeing here realizations that's here, and it's on top of, and the Ace of Swords is on top of realizations, right? So the Ace of Swords is clarity, you know, it's making a sound decision. It is also a breakthrough. It's justice. It is new opportunities or things like that. And depending on what is around it, you know, it can be, you know, conflict involving some kind of verbal altercation or something like that. But what I'm getting is, if you keep yourself, or if you kept yourself around those kind of people, you would miss out on opportunities. Okay, they would have you connected to things that were not of God, or, you know, that would cause confusion in your life, right? Where you can try to explain yourself to these people and try to explain to them how you're feeling, or, you know, what it is that you're going through, even if it's with them, and they would take it the wrong way. They would misunderstand what it is that you're saying, or they would think that you were better than them. And I don't know why that keeps on coming up, but just this energy of someone feeling like you feel like you're better than them, or that's how you act, or whatever the case may be. And that's not it at all. It's just that you serve a higher purpose. You serve a loving God. And when you are here on a mission, it's like your mission is number one. It's like, let me get my work done, let me get my job done, and we can play later. We can play later. But it's like, even if I'm going to play, I'm not going to play with you, because you would only be holding me back. 1737, and I saw 1738, so someone could like Fetty Wap. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. The energy, the zodiac energy that we have here Aries, Pisces, and we also have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We have here the Fool, yeah, the Fool card, more Aquarius energy, right? So I feel like it is, or has been, very difficult for you to move away from this family, friends, whatever. But it's like you're looking for a new adventure. You're looking for your cup to be filled just as much as you're filling it. And I believe that that is what's taking place. We have here the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and behind that we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. You've definitely gone through an awakening, right? You've grown. And because you've grown, you can't remain friends, or you can't still stay in the same environment where there's no growth for you. Okay? So I feel like this is you taking a leap of faith on what it is that you love, what it is that you find enjoyment in, whether it is new love, whether it is you traveling the world, whether it is you creating something new, right? I feel like maybe you had like this misconception when it comes to a certain situation, a certain person, a certain thing, right? But it's like, I'm just going to go with what makes my heart happy, what makes me feel fulfilled. That's what I'm going to do, right? And I feel like this was something that was just inevitably going to happen. And I feel like you've decided to make this choice, and it's just what you're going And I feel like people want you to feel like you're making the wrong choice. They want you to feel anxious about where it is and what it is that you're going to be doing. But these are lies. These are projections, because I feel like maybe you could be moving somewhere. Maybe you can just be picking up and doing something randomly. You can be leaving a job, and maybe like you have family or people saying, why would you leave that job? It's such a good job, blah, blah, blah. And they're not supporting you in what it is that you plan to do now, whatever it is that you enjoy doing, that you love doing, something that is literally going to change your life, right? And it can absolutely change the lives of those that you keep around you as well. And it's like maybe these people feel some type of way because you're going on this new journey, on this new path, and they know that it's going to be prosperous for you, but they want to project onto you this anxiety and this fear and make you think that the decision that you're making is crazy or that you're delulu, you know. But what I'm seeing is like, someone could be leaving a job, right? And it's going to be a very good job, but it's like you have no love there anymore. It's like you did that already. You're ready to move on, and you've already made the conscious decision to move on from it. And it's like you can be telling family, friends, whatever, that you're doing this, and they're really like trying to cloud your judgment and distort the decision that you've already made. Like, why are you going to do that? Why would you do that? You're crazy for doing that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you're really just going with what makes you feel good. You really don't care what it is that anybody else has to say about the decisions that you're making for your life. 21:31 I saw on the timer, you know? So this is good fortune for you, though. I feel like whatever direction you're going in, you're going to be so fulfilled, right? Like, it's part of your destiny. This is a new chapter in your life. This is a new experience that you get to have, and you're just going for it. And people are trying to put fear in you. They can be saying things. I'm getting very heavily that people are projecting onto you how they would do something. So they, like, people could be saying, oh, I would never do that, or I could never, or what. Exactly, you couldn't. 22:22 on the timer, you couldn't, which is why you are still where you are. Like, I'm looking at this and it just looked like somebody living in dumps, somebody living in the hood, and they're okay living there. Like, it's cloudy, it's dark as fuck, you know, like it's so miserable. The energy is lame, and like it's just hopelessness there. There's no excitement. There's no, like, there's nothing. It's like it's nothing there anymore. And these people are absolutely okay with it. And because you decided to pick up and venture off to do something else, they're jealous. I wasn't even going to say jealous, but they're feeling some type of way. But yeah, people are jealous. People are jealous because you have the cojones to up and do something that your heart desires, and you're not questioning it. You're not questioning it because you know that it's part of your destiny. You know that it's divinely guided. You know that you are making the right decision. And I feel like you're standing on business, no matter how many people or how these people try to project onto you that you're not going in the right direction, that you're not making the right choices. You are absolutely making the right choices, and they know you are. But it's like they want to put this doubt, they want to put this fear. I just saw the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, they want to cause this conflict, you know. They want to try to intimidate you. They don't want, it's like, I want you to do good, but I don't want you to do better than me. And I feel like you're doing better than a lot of people. And like, this is the thing that I'm getting. Some of these people can be very, because, you know, with this beautiful house that I'm seeing on this clouded judgment, it's like these people can have so much more than you, but their fucking life is miserable. Okay, their life is miserable, and you can absolutely have so much less than these people, but you are so happy, right? That you are so, like, your life is just I don't, like, it's just hard to, it's like your life is free and flowing and beautiful with what you have. These people have so much and they're ungrateful. And it's like you have the little things and you feel like the richest person in the world. And this is why these people are feeling some type of way, because it's like, who does this person think that they are? I'm going to pull one more. Ooh, we have here the devil. The devil, and then at the bottom of the deck, the 9 of Swords. We have here the devil. Capricorn energy. Yeah, it's like these people want you to stay stuck. They want you to feel like you don't have the power to change your life, that you don't have the power to manifest what it is that you desire. They want you to stay stuck to the past. They want you to see the world as an illusion, right? They want you to see things distorted. They want you to, you know, like they just want to paint an illusion that you'll never have, or you're restricted, or that, you know, the movie Limitless, is that you're limited. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how they want you to think. This is what they're projecting onto you, and it's because they're trapped, they're stuck, they're powerless, because they don't even have the motivation to take on new beginnings. They don't have the motivation to go down a new journey, to start something new. They don't have the motivation to be able to live minimally. You know, it's like they have to have everything. And you know how they say, what do you give a person who has everything? These people have everything and they can gain nothing. They can gain nothing because they don't take these risks. They don't sacrifice things. They're not willing to give things up and not expect things in return. I'm going to pull, let's see what deck we can pull from. I'm going to pull from the Star Codes Astro deck and just see if there's a message that's in here. Let me just get one card from here. Oi, that's too many. Just one, Spirit. That's all the North Node card. There we go. We have Juno, partnership. And we're just talking about, you know, family, friends, and things like that. Number 31. Someone could be 31 years old. That also breaks down to a number 4. Someone could be life path number 4. Okay. Juno, let's read that. Let me see how this is set up in here. Okay, it goes by the number. Oh, let me show you the card for Juno. You see, and there's 2 birds on there, and it says partnership. So this is definitely you aligning with, you know, people who are energetically equal. Okay. So let's read Juno. It says the asteroid Juno points out how you may have been trained to choose between love and work, and offers clues on how to balance them instead. This asteroid was named after the daughter of Saturn, wife of Jupiter, mother of Mars. She is Queen, the organizer of society, and she rules the roost. Juno and Jupiter modeled an uneasy but equal partnership that took a lot of work and had great rewards. In work and love, Juno wants you to trust that you can hold steady on your life's path and develop equal partnerships. So get in there and wrestle to make the relationship work. Research healthy relationship skills and study negotiation and meditation techniques. Practice respect, communication, love, and conflict resolution between the various facets of your own personality. Like Juno and Jupiter, strive to be 2 whole empowered souls who can express their individual potential, work around each other's foibles, and find balance. Be responsible for your own connection to the creative source, spirit, and your emotions. Don't ask another to carry your heart for you, as it makes it hard to accept their unique path. Live out your ambition through your own work rather than through your mate, children, employees, or co-workers. If you do so, you can encourage others' growth and exploration along with your own, and so create the foundations of great relationships and a sense of community. That's what I said in the beginning. It says, if you don't, you can devolve into jealousy or create monsters. Didn't I say these people were jealous of you? And this is what it is. These people are, their ambitions come through you, come through what it is that you provide, what it is that you invest, right? It doesn't come from themselves. So when you remove yourself from the equation, it's like, what do they have? Yes, they have all of these materialistic things. Yes, they have that, but they are miserable. They're not happy. Not happy within their own lives. It's like they have to feed off of you and your energy and what it is that you provide in order to boost them. Let's get back to it. It says, if you want to be in a partnership but are not, examine any belief or training that said you have to give up what matters to you in order to partner up. If it's your choice to work alone, accept it. If not, expand that view and invite fresh possibilities. If you live out your ambition through your mate or work partner instead of through your own efforts, the situation can devolve into jealousy, manipulation, or disempowering micromanaging. True partnership is a spiritual path. Its sacred acts are the practice of healthy relationship skills. These skills begin within. Yeah. So you have done the work, you have done the work to grow and to find your soul family and to find a community that fucks with you for who you are, who are just as authentic as you are. You know what I'm saying? People who invest in themselves and really pour into their own cups, and it's just reciprocal now. It's like you're pouring into cups and they're pouring back into yours. It's not one-sided connection. So this can definitely be about friendships, just connections all around, partnerships, whether they're romantic, whether they're business, whether they're platonic, whatever the case may be. So this is the energy that I have here for you. And didn't I say, which is funny because I'm just bringing this up right now, but on here you see how these are birds, right? And it says partnerships, and I did say birds of a feather flock together, right? So this is like, you see how on this card, right, they're just chilling. It's very peaceful, it's very calm, it's very serene. They're just chilling on a branch with each other, having a conversation. And then on the bottom of the deck, which I see North Node, again, you are in your North Node. Bottom of the deck, we have here the Symbiosis, Trine and Sextile card. And you see that there's birds on there. But you see how those birds, it's a whole bunch of them, yeah. Birds of a feather do flock together. But you see how it's so discombobulated? It's like all over the place. It's like distorted and things like that. This is what you're moving away from in order to build connections like this that are going to be solid, that are going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? And all connections have their ups and downs, but if you're doing the work, and as I'm looking out of my window, I see a red cardinal, so that can be significant, that bird. And it's a bird. So like I said, birds of a feather flock together, but these people are scrambling because it's like they can't figure it out. They can't map it out without your energy, because your energy is just so pure and so comforting and calm. And they are just completely in shambles and chaotic. Okay, so number 52 could be significant. May 2nd can be significant. And March 4th can also be significant. So yeah, If this resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Ciao.